My name's Daniel O'Shea. I'm born and raised in BC.
I'm also raised in BC, born and raised, and I'm also Daniel. Daniels O'Shea. One of your questions was, what does the Canadian identity have? How does that affect me in being Canadian? And I think in some ways it prepares me for a future wherein cultures are going to be more mixed up. It prepares me for a sort of future rooted in being an immigrant, displaced, diasporic.
Yeah.
I mean, Lukash is living in Europe, right? I feel like we all have a go at living somewhere else. You know, that's what it means to be our age.
Yeah.
To be in our generation.
Well, to be in our class too.
You know, definitely to be in our class. Yeah, it means Canadian middle class. It means if you haven't gone to Asia or Europe or something, you eventually will be. Yeah. Right. These are opportunities that a lot of other people in other countries don't have, and a lot of people in history have never had. Right. A lot of people in America don't even have it.
Don't even want it.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing that Canada equips you with.
This ability to be an other.
Yeah, the ability to see it from another angle, to experience a different culture, to be almost cultureless, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in that same placeless...
Culture void, like, this is a weird analogy, but Robert De Niro, you watch him in interviews and it's like he's no one. He can't even say a sentence because he's so void of thought. But he's a great actor though.
Yeah.
He just becomes the next person.
So, I mean, how do you define not a negative, but how do you define a void? You know? This is a fucking question that is asked since high school, you know? And it sort of disgusts me to give rote answers, to give the answers that I was instructed to give when we were asked, like, oh, what does it mean to be Canadian? Draw a picture on it. It's like a whole bunch of different colored people holding hands under a rainbow. Yeah. You know, maybe we're given those answers because the answer itself is drawing negative space, you know?
I think you're absolutely right. They feed us those answers. They want us to say multiculturalism, which it is, but in a much more complicated sense than drawing the rainbow and the hands and the colors, right? And I think that's one of the biggest problems, is that they ask us to say what Canadian identity is when we're so young. We don't even know what identity is to begin with, I think. But you're right, we're almost given an image of, a dream of Canadian. What did Leonard Cohen say? Beyond the nation's sweetest dreams of itself. Sounds sort of masturbatory, but...
But absolutely.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, we have sort of dreams of what we are.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have anything that's in the ground.
And I think it's going to be fascinating for you guys to fucking tour around and, you know, hear answers that are the same, or the answers that are completely different. I think it's a fascinating project.
It is going to be tough and diverse.